Thought I'd break into my daily struggle because of an interesting situation that has popped up rather. I'm trying to do my real math thing, go back to the real math, and my kind of calm thing. Now, I don't know if this is necessary, but we'll take it out for now. This init common controls, of course, previously, as it is now, was being called in common, but previously common was just part of whatever the program is, the exe file, but now it's its own separate DLL. And I haven't registered my DLL, right? Or, sorry, actually I haven't built my DLL. Is that a difference? Anyway, it's supposed to bring up that dialog asking to locate DLL. And here's the funny thing. It'll probably show up now, of course. Okay. Now you see that? Usually, at this point, a whole bunch of threads start up, and the dialog then displays itself, and I can choose. Alright? The code where that occurs is here. In fact, it's currently on this line. And I have a theory about this. And I'm not sure if it's true, but I thought I'd record my successful reasoning or not, just for the sake of I don't know, showing off or something. Showing off the advantages to knowing stupid little things that you didn't think were important and would never be important, in your life, because you're never going to use it. Well, I don't know. I could be wrong. So let me just back up here now. Common init does well. I know it gets called because I get printout wherein init common controls gets called and so on and so forth. But one thing that might possibly cause what's happening, which appears to be either a deadlock, it could be a deadlock, or just say breaking. It could just be that a signal is not getting set. It's not deadlocked in the real sense of being deadlocked, where there's no way out. Just something is supposed to occur and it's not. Now the call stack for this particular thread, by the way, if you ever see this sys enter ret, that just is wait for single object. Okay, so that again is one of those dumb things that when it's in your arsenal of knowledge, helps you understand what's going on. There's a thread and it's waiting for some signal to be set. There are 3 threads, that's one of them. I don't know why it chooses this one, because it's clear to me that this thread with a great big long call stack has got to be the main thread of the program. Common DLG32. Now that says that's correct. That's something something. There are two common. So yeah, I was right. You do get duplicates. Com control. Maybe I was wrong. Com. It's the wrong com DLG. I'm certain. No, it's not. Okay, here's com DLG 32. Where is it? What's this? Now this doesn't have a D on it, so that's not me that's running this function because I'm using the I think I am using the debug runtime. That could be a problem. This here spy, this particular running spy. I'll show you in a minute. The window's actually there. Let's see now. These ones all just got loaded. Okay. Explorer frame, something something. Spy for. Oh, this is strange. No symbols, of course. It's a release. Okay. In any case, 76CE. Which DLL is that? 76C. That's here. It's not some funny weirdo thing, which I would have expected it to be. It's just the one in System 32. That may have nothing to do with it. Now, what's this? That's common control. Common control has a specific version, but COMDLG appears to not be redirected. Here's the debug runtime. Okay, that gets redirected to a funny location. And my phone, I'm turning it off. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Now I'm going further up. It seems like we've been through several rounds of loading. Real math test, something something. What's this? The long thing. Com control 32. Not DLG. That's the same one I think as before, I hope. And this one is the debug runtime. Well, here's my theory. Previously, it was the call to create the dialog was being made from within like utest or something .exe, right? And those cancel. Those things like this would have associated with them the handle to window, I believe anyway, of this box. Okay. Whereas the DLL doesn't. I haven't made a console or anything for that DLL. It doesn't have a box. So I think that what's happening is, usually there's a message loop running somewhere, even though you don't see it. The operating system, when you call that function, sets up a message loop and tries to, run the dialog. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you that it's there. The spy. It's there and it's in fact hidden, and I can't unhide it in the the thing that happens when I try to unhide it is what gave me this clue. Okay, here's 5. Okay, here's the dialogue. Okay, here's all the stuff. It's hidden, and it wants to locate, this object's interface DLL, implementation DLL. All right. Now I have a tool to unhide things. Show wind, and I can give a name. I can give a partial name. Locate and -I for case insensitive. Well, first let me just do this to show you it failed. No windows match this text. If I do -I, it'll do a case insensitive search, and you see it's trying to right now. This program is calling send message to this window that it found. It found the window, and it's trying to send message, but it's not terminating. Right? Send message isn't getting through. If the send message isn't getting through, that means that this thread, the thread that's running the message loop for this window, is currently stalled. I have to turn my phone off. I don't believe it. Why? I tell people not to call me, and they keep calling. Not that I don't like the attention, but that particular person is someone who always wants to borrow money. Okay. If you recall from long ago, every process, in fact, does have a message queue. Unless unless there's a window involved, a process doesn't have a message queue initially, unless you make one. You gotta make one. And the prescribed method for doing that, making a message queue, was to keep posting messages to your thread, right? Until it succeeds. Now, where was that? Somewhere, post message. I don't use this function very often, so I should find it. It'll be in a loop. Here. No. No. Uninit. I thought I didn't use it very much. Where is it? Have I gone to the top already? Well, maybe it was post, I'm sure. Text edit fs pick view. That can be pick view. That or Marshall. Well, pick views like Marshall. What is it? I have to keep posting a message. A thread. Post thread message. That's it. There we go. My theory. There's this magic loop. This here creates a message queue for a thread. Now that thing's in the main thread, so I should be able to do this. Just a quick test. Just do that in main here. But I could do it in the DLL. Oh, actually, it might be associated with the module. So why don't I do it in comments DLL init and give it. I'll do it here. Give the DLL a message key. Leave a comment. Create message queue for either for this thread. You would do it on thread attach, really. Give each thread a message queue, but whatever. It's only the main thread that's ever gonna. Well, that's not true actually. But we'll try this for main thread. Create message queue for main thread. Now I need to know the thread ID. What is the thread ID? Oh, maybe thread attach will tell me. DLL main. What am I in? It's not base, is it? Base. Creating a new thread. When this occurs, the system calls the entry point is made in the context of the new thread. That's good. Initialize a TLS slot. That'd be great. Only by threads created after the DLL is loaded by the process. Okay. True enough. I wouldn't. Although that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? So they're saying that if someone uses load library, they don't go ahead and inform the DLL by calling DLL main. But anyway, creating a new thread. I just want to know what I can just call it get current thread ID or something. How did I get it here? Oh, I can begin thread. And here I'm posting the messages from outside. Obviously, or how else would you do it? But I can say get current. I'll have to try that. I'll have to try it. I know this usually returns -1, but that might be fine. Maybe I can do a trace here. Number of attempts to create thread, to create message queue. I'm waiting for my speedy macro thing to help speed my life up. Oh, there it is. Should sped things up. Calls to invoke function. See if that prints anything out. Then init will be called, which will then call init common controls. That's probably a good idea that well, perhaps, maybe, I'll have a message queue for my DLL. If such a thing exists, if a message queue, I'm pretty sure a message queue is a thread-specific thing, not module-specific, but who knows, it might be a combination of two. But if it works out, wouldn't that be kind of interesting? Now, where's my trace? Way up here. 0. Same. Always stopping here. Okay. Well, let me try and do that. I don't think the thread current. I think that's coming back as -1. I don't know. It looks like a thread ID. It's got a message queue. This thread is only one. Remember that number, 5460. Is it here already? Here. Oh. Wait a minute. How can this is waiting on something. Within DLL name, you can't. It just happens to have given this name to that thread. But that's not the thread that it landed me on. It assumed I want to be looking at this thread. There's a window. Well, it's not visible and it's blocked. It could be a deadlock. Surely if we've got all three of these things are waiting on some signal, then it could be a deadlock. It doesn't have to be this same signal. Like, how did we get there? How the hell we get to this line? Oh, not that line. Not this line. I didn't put a breakpoint yet. This line. NT DLL main. Oh, I see. Oh, this is not where I want this to happen, really. This is from another DLL. This particular DLL is the DLL called abstract algebra. Now, I could try the same trick in here. Let's see if I take another copy of that code. Is that all? That's all. And in this DLL name, see here, I figured that would be a good time to initialize the real math. It might be too early in the startup process, but maybe not if I do this. No, it's not doing anything. F10. Same. It's too. I think it's too early in the startup sequence. And what I gotta do is not do this here. Maybe on thread attachment would be a better bet. Oh, where's the trace out for that? I loaded that DLL. It should have traced out. I can't tell which one. There should be two of those. Where's the second one? Oh no, that one. No, that's called abstract algebra. Here. Well, looks like it is more associated with that. Where did common get loaded? Should be relaxed. The common never got loaded. It's too early. Can't do that there. Okay. Well, maybe I can fix it quick. I have a thing that can initialize the real math. Unfortunately, it may involve asking the user a question. But I can't ask the user a question certainly this early in the startup sequence before common even has initialized itself, right? In fact, yeah, that would have called into, I don't know, it's too early. This is okay. This is a good place to unenable. But I can call it from my program. So I'll just in the header file here. This is public. I'll make this function public. Kind of like, you know, I'll call it because we're sort of coordinating things. Maybe a good, a good name would be something like that. Coordinated initialize. I like it. And what that will do is it has to be a DLL export. And I can put it in line. If I do it inline, I don't need to export it. Although this thing would have to be it amounts to the same thing. Something's got to be. Where's my static initializer? My abstract initializer. Oh, it's not. It's got to be global now. No problem. I find it here, but global. Oh, but yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll hide that. I'll leave this as it was. Just make it an export. I always want to have two things in the clipboard. I'll always short one thing. Okay, done. This is a member of real. I mean, in a real namespace anyway. Coordinated initialize. Return a void. And that will initialize the real map. And if I don't call this first, then bad things will happen. Main. Where's my program? Yes. Okay. Now, I can certainly bring up the dialog box, I think, at this point. Everything, all the DLLs would have been loaded. All of the, one of the things that needs to have occurred is init common controls, which would not have been done by the time I tried to run that con dialog. And that explains it. It had partly built the thing, but there was stuff missing. No problem. The reason that doesn't exist is because I haven't built this one yet. No, initialize. Real initialize. Well, now I got too many initialized. Okay, co-initialize is our way in. Before, my way in was through a friendship type thing. I don't need that anymore. I know I do need it. I know I don't need it. I'm calling this to remember now. Co-initialize. Alright. There's initialize. Where's my co-initialize? I don't need this initialize. I can even write it there. What have I done? I've just made a private. Never mind. I made a private function public for no reason. But I hadn't planned it out that way, so I'll just get rid of this. I will move that thing to public and let it have its old name initialized. But I like this new fancy name. And now can't find co-initialize. No problem. It's there, it's coming. S initializer. Oh. Oh, I see. That's why I wanted that thing. Okay. Release. Which is private. And oh, I wanted it private. That's true. I wanted this one private because I didn't want the release to get called till the end of the day. So, okay. It'll have to be public for a minute. I'll make it private later. Forget to co. You don't have to call the release. Okay. Right? And then that's fine. And I don't need the code thing. There. That'll do it. I don't know why it tries to build this first. You can tell from the header file it's including a lid, and the lid is dirty, it needs to be built. So why build the dependent project before building its dependency before building the thing it's dependent on? Whatever the right word is. Next time through it should go. Alrighty then. So I should be able to step all the way up to this point. Nothing will happen. Alright. Come on. It looks like it's working. You're doing a lot of stuff. Oh yeah. It's working. Where's my real math? Well, I know it. My real math. Devices. Complex math. Where'd it go? Real math test. Have I lost it? Where's the project gone? Hang on a minute. I had trouble with source safe. Don't tell me. Maybe I just have to get it. Get it from source safe. Devices. Complex math. Oh, no. My real math. How did it just disappear like that? What's Marshall doing in there? Okay, I meant to get rid of all those things and put them in a new project, which I've already done. So I have to do that, remove those stuff again. All this. No Marshall's math. Oh, no. It does need the Marshall's math. It just doesn't have the classy math. It contains code for an interface real math or a reference managed Marshall math. Whereas this thing, abstract algebra, is the thing that you link with, right? That calls create Marshall's abstract algebra. You don't have to do anything with this. You just declare an object of the appropriate type. Now, why did those go there? Fix one thing. is import library. What's the tempter called? The inter, maybe a slash. Delete the one in here. Oh, I didn't go there. It's built. Well, what happened? Oh, it found it. And it ran. Oh, okay. It found it and it ran. It didn't crash, but I had a memory leak. See, this here takes me into here, which creates for me, that's just the registry thing. Marshaled or not, marshaled, real math. So use true. So now I've got this function get real. Get real, which is the thing ignore. If you use Marshall call, then declare the internal math object to be a Marshall thing, call the create device, which succeeds, and load it up that object from the DLL, and sets the global, there's a global pointer to that thing, to that. And this thing should have only one reference. Smart device pointer. Oops. No. 1. It's in there. Alright. Now the reason I'm getting the memory leak probably is not because of the memory leak. It's probably because the release occurs after the memory leak report. Now when I declare a real object, right, calls this an instance. Well, first it's what's it doing? Oh, it's constructing itself. This adds a reference to the global thing, which will always exist. So therefore, now it's 2. Therefore, there's something that needs to get freed at the end of the day. Okay, now here I'm doing an addition, and the addition is using the marshaled function call. When we get to it, see this binary off. That will bring us to here. The call invoked in a different thread. I think that's this thread. Oh no, it's not. It's this thread. It's indicating. This is the marshaled math thread proc, which is doing the addition. The other thread's waiting for that to complete. And going back to this thread, this will come to here, and the reason 258, I suppose, means self-signal, because it returned false. Oh man, I'm in the wrong thread. I don't want to be in that thread. I want to run to here. That returned true. Binary op return true. Addition worked. And print it all out. Now, I don't want to have to uninitialize this thing explicitly. I didn't want to do this explicitly either. It seems there's no way around it. But I suppose I could do it explicitly. It'd be handier. Because now I'm going to get a memory leak, even though this library is, I know how extremely confusing all of this is. It's really not that confusing. In process detach, this real release should get called. Oh, okay, it's getting called. No printout here. And this, okay. And setting the real math to null should cause a delete to occur of the underlying object, which is a real math, marshals, which should put us here. There we are, which we'll also call its real math members release, which should put us my real math. That should put us here. It does. Okay, so everything's being destroyed. I'm gonna run, but I get a memory leak. Why? Software. That indicates that's a registry. Oh, I see. Whenever I see software here, I know that is an object, which is a tsreg. The first word is, part of software, Microsoft, something, something, something. So I must have newed something that derives from registry. I think I know what that thing is. With the reg thing in sight here, but that's not new. This here got freed. The allocation was OTS string. How useful. It's a reg object. Oh, maybe a bug. It could be a bug that I don't. Maybe a destructor needs to be virtual or something, and isn't. Like Real's destructor is not even defined, but it's not derived from anything, and I don't use pointers. There's a thing like this in there. Oh, Marshall math. My real math. This is a thread. This definitely got called. Stop the thread. But what else is in here? There's an iReal map. MP real map. Which gets released, not deleted, sorry. I'm not sure. But as you can see, as complicated as all that is, right? From the point of view of the lowly user, and this is how complicated it looks, right? That's why COM is so complicated, because this is what everything looks like, right? But in the real world, pardon the pun, it's really a fantastically complicated mess that's going on. But anyway, maybe I'll upload this so you can appreciate some of that complexity, and hopefully I'll have the bug fixed by the time I do that. Right now I gotta eat. See you.